What's up guys, it is I, once again, Yusuf Al-Sanad, and today guys and gals, I want to talk about and review the 2018 released anime series, 16 episode released anime series in 2018, which is known as Satsuriku no Tenshi, also known in the English translation as Angels of Slaughter, also known as Angels of Death, which is based on the video game of the same name, which yours truly has played, loved and reviewed, and you guys and gals can watch that review on my gaming channel, both of the links of which I'm going to add right down below in the description box. Satsuriku no Tenshi, also known as Angels of Slaughter or Angels of Death, was originally a video game which eventually made it into a manga by Sanada Makoto, which in turn became an anime series, a 16 episode anime series online, which yours truly loves so much. And guys and gals, I do not understand why this anime series has received some criticisms by people online who are obviously fans of the game. These two mediums, guys and gals, are very different, and for these fans to judge them the way they do is very unfair in my opinion, and does not make much logical sense, guys and gals, because a video game is very different from an anime series or a manga, so judging all three of them is very unfair and does not make any logical sense. Once again, guys and gals, in my personal opinion, but this anime series in 2018, the 16 episode anime series, Satsuriku no Tenshi, also known as Angels of Death, also known as Angels of Slaughter, tells the story of this young girl, Rachel Gardner is her name, or simply known as Ray, who awakens in this hospital complex and does not know why she's there or who she really is, and that's the mystery part of this anime series, which works as both a horror anime series and of course a mystery, combined with both action and of course suspense, very good suspense. Rachel Gardner, upon awakening, discovers this building which in total has 6 floors. All 6 floors Ray explores in order for her to find a way out, but when she goes from the 6th floor onto the 5th floor, Rachel Gardner stumbles upon this bird, a very cute bird which gets killed by this killer, and this killer, his name is Isaac Foster, also known as Zack, who is very unhinged and very insane, and like all killers, he lusts for blood, the blood of his victims that is. While laughing, Zack stalks them, hunts them, threatens them, tells them to run, and gives them from 3 to 5 seconds to run before he goes after them, after their blood that is, because there is nothing that Zack likes more than their blood on him and his scythe, which is so gorgeous and quite deadly, and Zack goes after them with his sexy scythe, which he uses to cut them, and of course laughs while doing so because that's how Zack works. After saving Rachel Gardner from this doctor, a doctor known as Daniel Dickens, also known as Dr. Danny, Rachel Gardner and Isaac Foster, also known as Ray and Zack respectively, make a pact with one another, and this pact basically has Zack, who is going to be the one to kill Rachel Gardner, because Rachel Gardner, upon discovering that her parents are dead, wants to die so badly because she is dead inside. You can tell how dead Rachel is inside based on her eyes, her beautiful blue eyes, which Dr. Daniel Dickens, loves so much. Dr. Danny was so obsessed by her eyes, and of course, guys and gals, her eyes are in fact beautiful, and those eyes are but dead. Despite being as blue and beautiful as the moon, they're as dead as Rachel Gardner is inside, and because of this, Zack finds her to be very boring because of how dull she is and how dead she is in her eyes. If Rachel Gardner wants Zack to kill her so badly, Ray must have a smile on her face while her eyes are as lit up and blue as the moon itself. Only then will Zack kill her and give her what she wants, death that is. That's the pact they have made, and this pact is basically an unbreakable vow or an unbreakable oath, an oath which can never be broken but to be kept and to be fulfilled, because that is what Rachel Gardner wants, and in turn, guys and gals, that is what Isaac Foster, Zack, wants. Zack wants blood and Rachel wants her death, which in turn makes Zack the guardian angel of Rachel Gardner, Ray, a guardian angel who's there to protect her and eventually kill her once they get out of this building, this hospital complex. And this story, guys and gals, is so, oh my god, insane. insane, but so friggin' good, and filled with so many insane characters, 4 of who serve as the central antagonist of this story. Satsuriku no Tenshi, also known as Angels of Death or Angels of Slaughter. Those 4 antagonists are Daniel Dickens, also known as Dr. Danny, who is so obsessed by the eyes or the peepers of Rachel Gardner. Edward Mason, also known as Eddie, a young boy who is basically a grave digger who is so obsessed by Rachel Gardner and digging her grave. A very extravagant grave worthy of Rachel Gardner, because that's how obsessed Eddie is of her, Rachel Gardner, and making the perfect grave for her, because Edward Mason, Eddie, is totally in love, that he is. Catherine Ward, also known as Kathy, who is basically a prison warden. There is nothing that Kathy finds more amusing than basically toying with them, Rachel Gardner and Isaac Foster, Ray and Zack, because that to her, guys and gals, is the most fun. Controlling people, using them as tools, and of course passing judgments on them, because Catherine Ward, Kathy, thinks in her mind that she is both a judge and executioner who's basically passing judgment and death upon her victims, her prisoners as she puts it. Catherine Ward, Kathy, is very much a sadist and of course a masochist, both of which makes Catherine Ward, Kathy, a very sadistic bitch. A very sadistic bitch who needs to be put out. And finally, guys and gals, you have Abraham Gray, Father Gray. Father Gray, who is basically a Christian priest on his floor, and he is basically there to reflect Rachel Gardner on what she has done, her actions, because Rachel Gardner, guys and gals, is not so innocent as she may seem. Despite having the appearance of a beautiful doll with beautiful blue eyes and blonde hair, Rachel Gardner Ray is very much a criminal, like Zack is, and like all the other people on this building are, all 4 of them. Satsuriku no Tenshi, also known as Angels of Death or Angels of Slaughter, has a very complex and very powerful story about life, death, sins, and the sinners who have committed those sins, the criminals basically, and psychotic murderers, judgment, God, and so many ideas about this story concerning death and life and judgment of these criminals. The themes and ideas, guys and gals, yours truly found most fascinating, and the characters are so well performed by the actors and actresses who play them. The animation is so good, and oh my god, guys and gals, this anime series has so much humor despite having a very dark and grim story about death of all things. Isaac Foster, Zack, is without question my favorite character of all the characters in this anime series. Zack is so unhinged and so crazy, yet so fucking awesome and so fucking cool, guys and gals. I mean, I love how insane he is, but Zack also does have heart. You can basically call him a serial killer with a heart of gold. Zack may not be the brightest, but Zack does act on his instincts, and Zack kills because he wants to, not because of a god or a devil, but because he wants to. It's his nature, acting upon his instinct and killing whoever he wants. And that's why yours truly loves Zack so much, because he is his own man or his own killer, and that's what makes him so awesome. Rachel Gardner is also a very good character and one yours truly loves so much, and their chemistry, guys and gals, is the best part and without question the highlight of this anime series, and that's why yours truly does recommend you guys and gals watch this anime series. Please do, and I promise you, you won't regret it. Thank you guys and gals so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish, and do check out my gaming channel where I do let's play series, gaming content, and so much more. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.